Hi, welcome back to my channel. I have book number 5 in the Detective K. Sharp series by Leslie Wolfe. Now, what I like about this particular book is obviously Detective K. Sharp. She's a detective. Now, I know that I read my books back to back to back, but if I'm not mistaken, at some point she was an FBI agent and went back to the police force, but don't quote me on that. But anyway, this particular story has Kay facing a moral dilemma because this murder case is close to home, far too close to home. Now, what happens is Kay's past was tragic as far as her relationship with her ex, Brian. Okay? But it's been 10 years. And all of a sudden, Brian is back. But here's the catch. A woman has been killed. Her name is Rachel, if I'm not mistaken. And who is Rachel? So we're going to talk about that for a moment. First thing is, Rachel was Kay's former best friend. And it's been a decade since they talked. Just 2 days previously, Kay receives a voicemail from Rachel, one that she did not respond to. Fast forward the 2 days, and there's a murder case. And before Kay can even sink her teeth into that murder case, she's approached by her ex, Brian. Brian informs her that the murder victim, Rachel, is someone that he is certain he'll be accused of killing. As a matter of fact, there's a warrant. And she knows, and he knows, he has to turn himself in. What's the drama here? Kay and Rachel were once best friends. Kay and Brian were once married. But Rachel and Brian were together. So this case has just took on a huge personal note for Kay. So personal, in fact, that Kay's team thinks that she should not be on the case. But she plows into it anyway. So her partner goes off and handles the case on his end, and Kay is over here trying to prove that Brian is innocent. Brian, I'm sorry, Brian, but he reminded me of a dog that constantly had to sit in the back seat because that's where Kay kept him. Anytime she carted him from town to town, from location to location, he was relegated to the back. That tickled me. I'm sorry, but that tickled me. But on a more serious note, Katie discovers something shocking. Now, it starts off with the notification that Kay has to make to Rachel's mother. But there's danger that could be facing Rachel's mother and her daughter. Whose daughter? Rachel had a daughter, an 8-year-old girl named Holly. So as Kay, I don't know why and how many times I'm going to mix up Kay and Rachel's names, but as Kay goes to talk to the grandmother to say, we want to protect you and Holly because there's something about the way that Rachel was murdered that might place you two in danger. And the grandmother's like, okay, so what do we do? Well, get your granddaughter ready and, my granddaughter, she's not here. What do you mean she's not here? No. Rachel said that she was fine and I'm not sure where Rachel told her mother that little Holly was. But there's a caveat. Kay is investigating Rachel's home, and she finds evidence that the little girl Holly has a heart condition. But there's more than Holly having a heart condition. As it turns out, Holly is missing. Now, as the story is mostly told in Rachel's point of view, we get some chapters about that from Holly and the danger that she feels that she's in. Now, Holly may only be 8 years old, but she's wise beyond her years, maybe because of her heart condition. And she knows that things aren't right. And don't forget Brian over here, accused of Rachel's murder. Kay doesn't believe that he is capable of murder, so she wants to prove her innocence. Kay has to fight her team in order to keep on the case, but also there's something else. Brian is also a cop for a different department. And guess what? They don't want Kay involved. This has nothing to do with you. You go back to your town. This is our business. We'll handle our business. We'll handle this officer, Brian, this detective. Complex, huh? Yeah. Kay, Rachel's dead. Brian is Kay's ex, but he was also involved with Rachel. Holly is missing, and it could be a race against time because the question is, whoever took Holly, do they have her medication? And why was Holly taken? In fact, why was Rachel killed? Now, I know why she was killed. I know exactly why she was killed. But guess what I want you to do? I want you to head over to Kindle, and I want you to take care of a Kindle Unlimited subscription if you should have it. And I want you to read this for yourself. Now, it may be book 5 in the series, but I love the way that these books are written, because if you want to read this book as a standalone, you can. In fact, you can read it as a standalone because Brian enters the picture in this book. So it really works as a standalone, but not me. As far as I can, sometimes I can't, but when I can, I try to reconnect the books. So yes, I have read the first 4 books in this series, and I love the series by Leslie Wolfe. So that is Missing Girl at Frozen Falls by Leslie Wolfe, Detective Case Sharp number 5. So I think, I rated it 4 stars, and I know exactly why, but it doesn't mean it wasn't a great book, because it really was, but I have my reasons for rating it 4 stars. But either way, I suggest that you read this. If you like crime thrillers, detective fiction, then you'll enjoy this character, Kay Wolfe, in this series. Kay Sharp. Leslie Wolfe is the author. Me and my names today, we're not working out. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.